As we pull away from the intersection of Denny Road and merge onto the southbound lanes of State Highway 8, settle in for a quick, highly transitional 6-minute drive. We are starting our journey in Middlesex Township, right on the southern edge of Butler County. Look out the glass at the wide rolling topography and the deep green tree lines flanking the highway. For generations, this area served as the quiet, sprawling agricultural buffer zone between the heavy, smoke-choked industrial steel valleys of Pittsburgh to our south and the roaring railcar factories of Butler to our north. It was a landscape of massive dairy farms, quiet apple orchards, and dirt roads. But as you watch the functional modern commercial businesses passing by, you are witnessing the absolute, relentless, creeping expansion of the modern American suburb. We are cruising steadily south on Route 8, a road that carries an incredibly heavy and significant piece of western Pennsylvania history. Long before the massive federal interstate system was even a concept, this specific ribbon of asphalt was known as the William Flynn Highway. William Flynn was a massively powerful, highly connected, and fiercely ambitious political boss and construction magnate from Pittsburgh in the early 20th century. He lobbied aggressively, using his massive political weight to have this exact road paved and modernized, transforming it from a deeply rutted, impassable muddy wagon trail into a modern, solid concrete artery. By doing so, he physically and economically tethered the heavy industrial output of Butler County directly to the massive steel empire of Pittsburgh. As you feel the tires hunting against the pavement today, you are driving over the exact historic lifeline that allowed this entire region to explode with wealth and mobility. Keep your eyes on the shifting landscape as we continue our southern push. If you were looking out this exact window a century ago, you would not just see early automobiles navigating the road. Running almost perfectly parallel to our route was the legendary Pittsburgh and Butler Street Railway, famously known as the Butler Short Line. It was a massive, highly efficient electric interurban trolley system. Imagine heavy, beautifully crafted wooden trolley cars, sparking and swaying against the overhead electric wires, rocketing through these quiet hills at over 50 miles an hour. It offered an incredibly fast, clean and modern escape for the wealthy industrialists of Pittsburgh who wanted to build massive summer homes out here in the fresh country air, completely free from the suffocating black smoke of the city blast furnaces. The trolley tracks have long since been torn up and swallowed by the advancing forests and modern parking lots, but the path they carved completely dictated the suburban layout we are driving through right now. We are rapidly approaching a massive, invisible geographic boundary. As the highway dips and the commercial density suddenly begins to tighten and multiply, we are crossing out of Butler County and descending directly into Allegheny County, entering the community of Gibsonia. The atmosphere out the windshield immediately shifts. The wide, sweeping agricultural setbacks vanish, replaced by the tight, heavy, fast-paced commercial infrastructure of the northern Pittsburgh suburbs. Gibsonia was originally founded by the Gibson family in the mid-19th century, starting out as a tiny, isolated farming village. But when the massive steam engines of the Pittsburgh and Western Railroad finally punched their way through these hills in the 1890s, they brought a massive surge of coal mining and commercial freight right into the heart of this community. As we cruise through the center of Gibsonia, passing the busy intersections and the massive modern shopping plazas, you are looking at the ultimate result of the post-war American dream. Following the Second World War, as the middle class exploded and the automobile became king, thousands of families fled the dense, aging industrial neighborhoods of Pittsburgh and flooded north up this exact highway. They bought up the old farmland, completely reshaping the earth to build the sprawling, deeply settled, affluent residential neighborhoods that now define this area. The quiet coal mines and dairy farms were entirely paved over, replaced by the manicured lawns, the winding cul-de-sacs, and the heavily trafficked commercial corridors that sustain the modern commuter lifestyle. It is a massive, permanent demographic shift written directly into the architecture just outside your window. We are on the absolute final stretch of our short journey now, preparing to turn off the busy, roaring lanes of Route 8. As we make the right turn onto Boxwood Drive, the heavy traffic and the commercial noise instantly evaporate. We are gliding into a quiet, pristine, heavily shaded residential neighborhood. As we approach our final destination on Westland Drive, and the forward momentum of the vehicle finally comes to an elegant stop. Take a brief moment to reflect on the nearly 4 miles of earth you just covered in the last 6 minutes. You have crossed a historic county line, traced the ancient paths of the electric trolleys and the early political highway builders, and witnessed the complete, seamless transformation from the quiet agricultural borderlands of Butler County into the massive, sprawling, modern suburban engine of Allegheny County. Thank you for taking this quick, deliberate drive with me and watching the history of Western Pennsylvania unfold right outside your window.